Welcome, and thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today's class is going to be a quick flow focusing on our strengthening our arms and our shoulders. So you won't need any props, and we are going to start standing up. So give your knees a little bit of a bend so they're not hyperextending them back. We'll start with 3 deep breaths just to help us get centered and ready for practice. Inhale, reach the arms up, grow nice and tall. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good. One more deep inhale. This time as you exhale, drop that left hand, reach with the right. I know we're focusing on our arms, but we want to give our back a little bit of a stretch as well. Inhale through center, and exhale, drop that right hand. It'll just help us with our flows. Be a little bit more comfortable with them, perhaps go a little bit deeper into our down dog. And inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Arms up, shoulder height. And inhale, center. And exhale to the right. Inhale, center, go tall. Bring the palm or fingers together, interlocked. Press them up and look up. Let your chest lift. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back towards center. Reach them out in front of you. Let your belly button tuck in. Gaze towards your mat. Good. Inhale, reach up. Look up, chest lifts. Exhale, reverse them. Belly in. One more in this direction. Good. Release the arms. We'll take just a couple little shoulder rolls. Get some movement into them. Opposite direction. Good. Let's take those arms out shoulder height. And we're going to lift, grow tall, and lower for 10. Last one. Relax everything. Give them a couple rolls again. Just a quick little warm up. Now we're going to get into some of that body weight exercise. So come to the back of your mat and we'll get into that flow. So inhale, reach the arms up, grow tall. Exhale, fold or swan dive forward. Let your head and your arms be heavy. Inhale, half lifts. Hands to shins or thighs, flat back. And then exhale, fold, let it all go. Bring enough bend into your knees so that you can plant your hands on the mat. And then you're going to walk them out, keeping weight on the hands as you walk all the way to your plank. We are going to hang out in plank for a little while. So do check in that we've got some nice alignment. Shoulders above the wrists, fingers are spread nice and wide, pressing the earth away. I'm not letting my chest sink. I'm pressing my shoulders up, belly button is tucking in. Gaze just down at our fingers. Now it's all right if your butt is a little bit higher and you've got a flat back, as opposed to that straight line from head, hips to heels. Good. Couple more deep breaths. To lower, we're going to shift some of that weight forward. And then you're welcome to drop the knees first just to get your good alignment as you drop it. We're going to bring those elbows to the rib cage. Slowly lower. When you get to the bottom, you can untuck the toes. Inhale, half lift. Or slash all the way up. Cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes underneath. Press back into your down dog here. Beautiful. Focusing on that chest back towards that thighs, that straight line from wrist to shoulder to hip. Come up high onto your toes. Start to round the spine. Roll back to your plank. Bend your knees to come to a hover. Then press your hips back. Chest reaches back to that down dog. High up onto the toes, round the spine. Back to our plank. Bend the knees. Press back. Hips up. We're going to take one more in this direction. Around the spine to plank. Knees bend. Press back, down dog. Lovely. We're going to take that in the opposite direction. So bend the knees. Press forward to plank. Round the spine up to down dog. Bend the knees. Press forward. Plank. Round it up. Down dog. One more. Bend the knees. Press forward. Plank. Round the spine up. Down dog. Lovely. Keeping the feet where they are, we're going to walk those hands back. Back of the mat. Forward fold. Let everything be heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, heart center. Whew. Let's take one more extra breath. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold forward. Let it go. Again, head is heavy. Arms are heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend in the knees so the hands can plant and walk forward. Not like those bear walks. We're not using our legs. All right. Into that high plank. Again, hanging out here. Taking that moment, taking those wiggles so you can feel like you've got your good alignment. And shoulders above the wrists, fingers spread nice and wide, belly buttons in, neck relaxed, and still breathing. We're focusing on the breath and the lift of the belly and the pressing of the hands, keeping us lifted. If you found you need to drop your knees, that's perfectly all right. Just really keep pressing through the hands and lifting the belly. So we're still getting active movement. We're just not hanging out. We're really pressing away. All right. Send the weight forward. Slowly lower to the earth, elbows hugging the rib cage. Inhale to that up dog or cobra. And press back. Down dog. Chest back to the thighs. All right, high up onto the toes so we can roll back into that plank. We're going to take one round, and then we'll take a little rest, and then we'll come back and do a couple consecutive ones. So picking one hand up, we're going to touch our forehead. The other, touch the shoulders. Shoulders. So we're staying in plank for those two. And then we're going to press back to down dog to touch the knee. Touch the knee. Touch the ankle, back to plank. Ankle or foot back to plank. Good. So lower down into your tabletop for a brief moment. Come into a child's pose. And stretch out that back a little. And we'll let the forehead rest on the earth. Those arms need a little bit more of a break. Send them back towards your feet for a brief moment. All right. Let's bring those arms back to table-ish. All right, we're going to take 3 more rounds of this head and shoulders, knees and toes. So try and keep up, but if you feel like you need to go a little bit slower, go a little bit slower. This is your practice. I like to take it kind of mid-level speed just so I am working on holding that plank, so I'm not speeding through it. All right, press up into that plank, and when you're ready, go. Keeping a nice plank, press back to down dog, back to plank. Round number 2 for me. Last round. And then when you finish, hold that plank and press back to down dog. All right. This time to come up, we're going to come high up onto the toes, bend into the knees, bring some weight into the hands, and then hop or float all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rise up, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, heart center. Let's take that extra breath again. Whew. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. All right, we're going to take this last vinyasa flow. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Bend in your knees, plant your hands. This time we're bringing some of the weight into the hands as if you were trying to do a handstand. So come up high onto your toes. Really press the earth away. Feeling what weight into the fingertips. And then jump back. High plank. Again, take that moment. Take any wiggles. Adjust the alignment. Really pressing through the arms. Keep yourself lifted. And one more deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Elbows hugging the rib cage. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, chest back to the thighs. Good. Keep the feet where they are. Walk your hands back. And like a little bear crawl. Head is heavy. Bend into these. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up. Grow tall. Exhale, heart center. And let your hands relax. Take a couple shoulder rolls. Opposite direction. Whew. And let's take 3 deep breaths together to finish up our practice. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. This time as you exhale, sigh it out, relax. Inhale. Sigh it out. And once more. Let the hands rest together at heart center. Shoulders are nice and heavy away from the ears. I thank you for joining me on the mat today, and I hope to see you again soon. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.